beautiful lady. Just for you to know, I save her number on my phone as Hot Mama from the gym because it's where I met her. Nick, thank you. Oh, actually, Nick is one of your friends, right? So apparently, her friends call her Nick, and I call her Nikki. Sorry, Nikki.
You can call me whatever you like.
Look how she's pretty. She's gorgeous. I had to put lots of makeup today to just get on, put the face on. Thank to Naomi that is over there looking at us. You didn't need too much, darling. You just
not you.
It took me 1 hour. Do you see? Didn't you? So, Nick, thank you so much for coming today to my kitchen.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
My craziness. Have your cup of tea.
Very good cup of tea.
My
cheers.
Vodka. Cheers. I'm joking, not vodka. So, tell me, babe, all about yourself. Tell me. Everybody wants to know.
So, my name is Nikki, and I was born in Warwick, stayed in Warwick, and I gained quite a lot of weight when I went to university. I studied a business degree, and that's kind of where my path has led me to where I am now. So, it's quite common for people to gain weight when they're at university. You're not really that skilled with cooking, and you're going out and you're drinking and you're partying a lot, as well as getting a degree. And I just felt a bit lost, and I didn't really know what to do. And then I went on a bit of a journey with weight loss and body transformations, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, wow.
And I lost 3 stone in 3 months with Slim & World, and then kept it off for about 20 years, more or less. So that kind of became my passion and what I was really driven towards. I did marketing, I did a business degree, and I was in the motor industry for a long time.
She's a clever girl.
I don't know.
They're just pretty. She's clever.
And I just didn't really feel, passionate about it. And I get a lot of pleasure from helping people, and that's how I ended up at Slim & World.
How long did you work at Slim & World?
So I was there about 14 years. They put me on the cover of their magazine. And then that's where my social media thing started. So I've done the magazine a couple of times, and then people started to try and add me as a friend on Facebook, but I didn't know them. So I was like, rather than doing that, I'll set up a social media profile. So Fopaholic.
It's huge now, guys. I'm not joking.
It's not huge.
She knows the whole workshop and class, So how many followers you got now? 100 something?
162,000.
Not 100 people, not like me. Just it's really.
I don't even think about the numbers though. I just love. If it was one person,
people loves you because you're pretty, and you show them how to eat well, and you're always trying to go in a supermarket. I follow her because not in the bad way, not in a weird way, but yes.
Follow me around Tesco.
But what's your passion come from losing weight?
So when I lost my weight, I realised how much better I felt. My self-esteem. I was in a bit of a tricky relationship for 10 years, shall we say, on and off.
Oh, the boys.
And it was hard. It did affect my self-esteem a lot. But yeah.
How heavy you got?
So I was, my actual weight?
Quite heavy.
So yeah, well I was size 16. So a lot of people aspire to be certain size, but it wasn't really about that for me. It was more about trying to change my relationship with food and educate myself more about food. And yeah, as soon as
How was your relationship with food?
Well, I've come from a family of feeders. So both of my grandparents are Irish, so they show that they love you by feeding you.
Very similar to
and also, back in the day, like my parents were quite traditional. They don't like waste, which I completely understand. But you couldn't get down from the table unless you finished your food, and so it just made me a bit addicted to food, really.
So you connect food to love.
It. Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, exactly like
100%. My nan was the sweetest, kindest person you could ever meet. So you do get that feeling of comfort because it kind of, she was so loving and she fed you. So you just link the two together.
Yep.
But at university, it just started to get out of control, and that's why I thought, right, I've got to do something about this.
So what was the first thing you did?
I tried fad diets like everybody. So many people have done fad diets, and obviously you lose weight but you put it straight back on again. So I needed to find more of a lifestyle change. So that's what took me to Slim & World. And it wasn't necessarily just about the food, it was about the support. So we used to do like the group experience. And I made friends, and it was more like a community. And I think it just gave me that accountability to actually do what I was supposed to do and eat what I was supposed to eat. But I liked that it was flexible, and I liked that you could eat a lot.
I'm going to read here because I can't remember. Let's put my glasses, because otherwise I don't remember the question I need to ask her. Oh, that's better. I can read that.
You can see.
Look at that.
Now I don't look so good.
You do,
actually.
She got amazing blue eyes. Oh God! I was reading. Of course, I started to read about you when we met.
Yeah.
And of course, to interview you, I said I need to learn a bit more about Nikki. And I was searching, and I heard that you had changed people's life, improving the way to eat when you work at Slim World. What was the secret of your success with them? What did you do different from other?
I think it's just having that passion yourself, and I just, like I said, I love to help people. I had one guy, he lost 17 stone with me. Obviously that was a big deal, but to be honest, even just people losing like a stone, 2 stone, 3 stone, I had people walk through the doors of my group. I had up to 200 people at one point, and I'd have people, men, women, all different ages, all different shapes, sizes, backgrounds. It was just, we were all just like one big family. And I think because they knew that I really cared, but not just that, I'd been there and I knew how it felt. I could empathise and relate with them. But then I've also come out the other side of it as well. So yeah, I just lived and breathed it. Honestly, it was my life. I just loved helping people.
Yeah, I do love to help people too, feeding them.
Yeah. You need to feed me. I need to try your cooking.
In a minute. So what do you say was your motivation to continue? Because one thing is losing the weight.
Yeah.
Because I feel that after I had the kids, I lost weight, but then soon I see some food, I can't resist. I connect that, like you said, to feeling good. Food bring me happiness.
I still absolutely love food, but I prefer how I feel and look. You know, it shouldn't be just about looks, and it's not, but I do care about what I look like. And for me, like, feeling strong, fit and healthy is a pleasure that lasts a lot longer than instant pleasure from certain foods. Whereas actually, I eat loads, but I just choose to eat healthier versions.
Where do you put them?
So I
can't see. I really can't see.
I do eat a lot, but I try and make, healthier choices. But it's a balance. I still go out, still drink wine, I still eat the kids' leftovers. Like, I'm human.
Would you say because people think having a diet costs lots of money, right? How do you? Because now, we're out of the European Union. It's like you say that?
Yeah, the EU.
And all this, it's the war now and everything. We didn't find tomatoes. You found tomatoes, didn't you?
I did manage to find tomatoes today.
Like, I couldn't find tomatoes for a salad and all that. So how do you think is not easy, the word. It's not difficult to have a diet if you don't have too much money.
Yeah,
how much money?
I kind of never saw it as a diet. So I tried to think about it as a lifestyle change. And that's why, because diets, you stop, start. Yeah. And even the word diet, it just makes you think like restriction. And like you're wearing like a tight corset, you just want to fling it off. Yeah. I think, I actually lost my weight while I was at university. So I didn't have a lot of money. So I just educated myself on nutrition, and I could make things with pasta, with couscous, with rice.
So you are a nutritionist?
So I'm a weight management consultant.
Okay.
So I've worked for Slim & Well for 15 years, so I've got my practical experience in terms of helping people. And then after that, I went off and got qualifications in nutrition and weight management and also coaching. So eventually, that's probably more the route I'll go down when the boys are at school. But at the moment, I just do stuff online for free, obviously, like just create content
free,
online.
Guys, follow her because she goes in the supermarket, she finds this stuff that is cheaper and good, and you can eat. You don't need too much money to.
But it doesn't have to cost a fortune to be healthy. It really doesn't.
I think it's because people think when it's diet, they think it's like when I'm gluten free, and everything you see, gluten free, it costs more money, but actually. There is things that cannot be not gluten-free, but because they put the name gluten-free, become more expensive. Yeah. It's probably the same as diet, isn't it? So, Nick, How can you become like this big influencer that you are? Influencer. Not influencer.
I find that word so like cringeworthy anyway, influencer. So I started off, because I was in the magazine, people were trying to request me as a friend. So I built the platform up, but I would only ever post pictures of food. I never shared anything about myself. I never wanted to be in front of the camera. I never talked about my personal life or anything like that. It was purely photos of food and recipes. And then it kind of just grew and grew and grew, and then I met up with another group of girls. Back then it was called blogging and like being a blogger. I met up with another group of girls who all did something similar, and we all shared pictures of each other, and then just people were getting more interested in the people behind the camera.
I don't know why.
And then I just thought, do you know what? There's so many other things I can help people with. So I moved away from just being about food, because fopaholic is a cross between someone who loves shopping and someone who loves food.
Oh.
So that's where the word fopaholic came from. I love food and I love shopping. I like fashion. I like clothes. I love beauty. That's where the word. So most women are fopaholics. Most women like to shop and they like food.
I love
men. So I thought, actually, there's other things I can help people with. So that's kind of more when I went down the route of like the parenting. Obviously, I had the twins, and I talk about fashion, food, all different things now, but also just general motivation and positivity. Really is what I like to share.
That's why my next question is for you about your babies.
Yeah.
Your babies. She got 2 boys. They are gorgeous.
Thank you.
So I think you told me that you had for having the babies you had IVF.
Yeah, that's right.
So how was your experience with that?
Oh, it was a bit of a roller coaster. Anyone that's been through IVF will know that it has its highs and lows. So our first 2 attempts failed. We tried twice to have a baby, and that was tough. The first one, it hit me hard. I'm such a positive person. If I want to do something, I'll do it. But that I had no control over if it worked or not.
Yeah.
So that was quite difficult for me to accept when it didn't work. And I kind of just grieved that process by myself. I didn't want to be around anyone. I just wanted to deal with it myself.
Yeah.
And then the second time it didn't work, I was more kind of like angry. I was more like, is this ever going to happen for me? But then we took a break and we just stopped and we went away and came back and just thought, right, let's just give it one more go. And the doctor said, why don't you put 2 in? And I was like, 2? I was like, that could mean that I end up with twins. And she was like, well, there's a chance. It's not, not a high possibility.
Chance.
And then obviously I'll never forget the day when we found out it had worked. It was like, I went running out to Chris. I was like, oh my God, Chris, it's positive. And he was like, oh my God. Like, I feel emotional talking about it now. And just like rang my mum and everyone was crying. It was just the best thing ever.
Makeup.
I know, my makeup. But then I went for the scan. So when you have IVF, you have an early scan. And after 6 weeks, the woman was like, right, so let's have a look at the baby. We were like, right, okay. And then she was like, there's 2 heartbeats. And I just went, holy. I swore. I was like, oh my God, I'm having twins. And she was like, yeah, you're having twins.
That's amazing.
So then again, we rang my mum. My mum and everyone had just come back from a holiday with all my family. So they were all together on like this big minibus. And she's just there like shouting at everyone, she's having twins. And everyone, you can hear them all going, ah.
I always wanted twins.
Yeah. I am so lucky.
Did you breastfeed or?
I tried. Do you know what? I was, again, if I want to do something, I'll do it
Properly.
But, oh my God, I tried everything. Grayson had a tongue tie, so he really struggled to feed.
Right.
And then it was a long, challenging process. And in the end, just for everybody's sake, I was like, no.
Yeah.
I had experts come round. I had
imagine
everything.
Oh,
yeah. People do it. I was heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken, but no, I mean they're not identical. They're very different. They've got 2 different personalities.
So they are not okay.
They're 2 separate babies completely. One's got brown hair.
I know what that means.
But no, it's just it was life-changing, absolutely life-changing. And carrying them, I was still going to the gym at 33 weeks pregnant with twins. I was determined to stay fit and stay healthy and not use it as a reason.
Do you think you were scared to come back to the way that you were?
I was conscious of being healthy. but it wasn't about what I looked like. It was more about
when you do IVF, because it's a hormone thing, right?
You do get really bloated. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And
So
that was quite hard to begin with, I'm not going to lie. It was quite challenging to accept the changes it had to my body, but I just saw it as a short-term thing, and long-term it's so worth it.
Two babies,
well, exactly.
yeah, 2 babies.
Exactly.
1 pregnancy, 2 babies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
So they came at 33 weeks, and they were £5 each. They were quite a good weight as well. So yeah,
how old are they
all
now?
good. They are 4 now, and they are nearly 5, so they'll be 5 in September.
4. And then I also read about we're going to completely change this a bit because we're having the baby.
I do talk about lots of different subjects.
And then we had a baby. Now you told me that you are on a premenopause, and I was like in shock. What?
So I am 42. It's called perimenopause. So it's I am considered fairly young, but
what did you feel first? I think I'm on a premenopause.
Do you know what? It was in lockdown. It started to get noticeable, just very irritable. And it's not my personality normally to be like that. I'm like super positive, happy.
Listen to this.
And I just started to feel really sorry for my husband. And I was just like, what? Why is this coming from? Like, I didn't feel like my body was my own. I felt like it was something that was like taking over me, and I was like, I don't understand where this is coming from. So I kind of started to track the symptoms, and then once I learnt more about perimenopause, thanks to people like Davina McCall and stuff like that, I then realised that just so many things can be related to it. So I started tracking all the different symptoms, tried other things, and then eventually went to the doctor, and I was like, look, this is what's going on.
Just a GP, normal GP.
But I requested a female health specialist, so I think it is really important.
So that's good for you guys to know, because you can request a specialist. What is kind of specialist?
It's just a women's health specialist. And the lovely lady rang me, and she totally got it. She just was like, right, let's try HRT. Okay. So just trying to put some of the hormones back that you lose as you get older. And
I'm so scared of hormones, because when people say hormones, and I'm like, ooh, I'm not very good with hormones. Do you feel there's any side effect? Do you feel anything, or do you?
It's early days, so there's different ways you can have HRT. You can have it in gels, or you can have it in patches. I went for the patches, and then I used testosterone as well. Separately, so you have to take progesterone at night as well, so it is quite a commitment, but long term they have found that it can help things like Alzheimer's. It can help so many things, and just make you feel like yourself again. I think if a lot of people were more aware of it, there could have been a lot of relationships saved, a lot of jobs that perhaps people wouldn't have left.
Once you said menopause, and let's read about this. I think I have already something like this.
Yeah, and I do think. Luckily, it is talked about a lot now, so it's not something I would have dreamed of talking about on social media a few years ago.
I heard that some women can be very, how can I say this politely? Some of them can be quite.
Okay.
Can I say that, Dave?
Has a high sex drive.
Oh, yeah. That is a proper word.
Your libido.
Honey, yeah.
So, I mean, you've got kids. So after kids, that doesn't really happen a lot. Let's be honest. Once you're married.
This I think is the menopause, not the sex drive, the horniness. Not the horniness, it's the opposite of horniness.
So it can affect your libido.
Did you feel anything like this?
I wasn't as interested. For me personally, I wasn't as interested. Some people can go the opposite way, but I wasn't really that bothered. Again, being a mum of twins, etc., you're tired, not really that bothered. But yeah, HRT and certainly testosterone, that can massively help.
I like this word, testosterone. Not give it to you.
Testosterone, yeah.
What give it to you?
So it's a male hormone essentially, but females do have it, and people don't really talk about that.
Okay.
So you just get like a cream, and it goes into your skin, and it makes you feel sharper, more alert. Like we were talking about baby brain, we were laughing about trying to remember people's names.
Can you write this down for me, Dave, please? I need testosterone. I need testosterone.
But yeah, it can help with so many things. But unfortunately, in the UK, GPs aren't really meant to prescribe it to women, so you have to go private. You have to get it prescribed privately, so it's quite expensive. So that's not great, but I'm sure at some point that'll potentially change.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Oh man, that's quite.
But yeah, it's a lot.
I need some of this stuff, because I'm feeling. I can feel that, well, I'm Latina, so David thinks that I am very, what do you say the word, Dave?
Feisty? Fiery?
Yeah.
Sassy?
Feisty.
Yeah.
And I think I saw it because I'm Latina, but I can feel now something.
Yeah.
And I just want to scream. Sometimes I grab the can, just go a little bit quiet place, please.
Yeah.
Oh, no noise, no kids, and I feel bad about it because you want to feel good, right?
100%. And when you can't understand your own body, it's really difficult. I think talking about it is so important. But also, you know, self-care, like I'm not talking about.
You think go to the gym helps because you have
the gym is my happy place. Yeah, I love being a mum, I love being with the boys, but that's my only time where I can physically and mentally feel stronger. And
she's the only woman that I know that goes to the gym and looks to going out. Like she just looks amazing.
I absolutely
and
do
I'm
not.
Like,
but that's very kind.
Like that.
No, that's not true.
Tell me, you put makeup.
I wear a bit of mascara, but that's it.
It's like, my God, yeah.
You look gorgeous.
Do you think there is food that, as well, that can help naturally things that help with the menopause and all that?
Without a doubt, yeah. There's so much research. Like food and mood are very closely linked.
Yeah.
So, and they say like eat rubbish, feel rubbish. Yeah, that is.
Oh yeah, Freud already used to say. I don't know how to say it in English, but Freud used to say, "You are what you eat."
You are what you eat. Yeah.
Definitely, I completely agree with that.
Yeah, and it's got to be a balance, obviously. Like you know, you can't just be perfect. No one's perfect all the time.
Nothing is perfect.
Yeah, in terms of your energy, your hormones, all of those things, a lot of that can be managed through nutrition.
Do supplementation as well with vitamins and stuff like that?
Not really. It's not. I know you're really passionate about that.
I am.
But you're very knowledgeable about that. It's not. I don't know enough about it to be passionate about stuff like that, so no, not really. I do get a wide variety of food, so I get a lot of my vitamins and stuff through what I eat.
Yeah, well, it's a good start, isn't it? Eating well is a must take. Because what scares me is the diet. I can't do diet, and David say to me, "But you're eating that," and I'm like, "Sorry, you eat the package of biscuit. I'm eating my curry. Leave me alone." You got sweet tooth or you?
I'm a bit of both. I like savoury and sweet. Yeah, I like I used to eat. My diet pre-Slimming World would have been like pizzas, anything beige. I would have eaten it. Crisps, cheese sandwiches, all that sort of stuff.
The thing is, I don't like that. Well, I do, but I don't eat too much. I prefer go to a curry house and eat.
But you can.
I eat. When I say I eat,
yeah, but you can.
I eat.
Yeah, curries are not even healthy. Curries are really. I eat so many curries. I make curry all the time, and when I eat out, I'll just say, "Can you just use a little bit less oil or a bit less ghee?" And they're like, "Yeah, of course." Like it's not difficult. And if you get a tomato-based curry rather than a creamy curry, then they're absolutely fine.
What are we going to cook today?
Oh, well, just something really simple. I found from my whole journey being a Slimming World area manager and consultant and stuff, people really struggle with lunch ideas. They just want to throw something together fairly quickly that's healthy, doesn't cost too much, but tastes nice. So the sort of
that's my problem. It tastes nice,
and you can prep it. You know, you don't have to make it there and then. You can do it the night before. It's something you can take to work, which a lot of people struggle with. And it's just I eat a lot of salads, but salads don't need to be boring. You know, I like to have my protein with my chicken. I like to have all my vegetables, and then I like to have some sort of like grain. So I'm really into quinoa.
Oh, I like quinoa.
So quinoa, a lot of people call it quinoa, don't they?
Quinoa? Portuguese called quinoa.
Quinoa.
Portuguese quinoa.
So quinoa, couscous, bulgur wheat, any of those types of like grains I love. They're higher in protein and quite low calorie compared to I love rice and pasta, don't get me wrong, but they're just a better alternative to those things if you are conscious about weight or whatever. So yeah, after the gym, I try and go to the gym, at least 4 times a week in the morning, and then I'll have something like that for lunch, and it just keeps me feeling full then pretty much till dinner. And it's just simple, tasty
When I
food.
first moved to England, I could see people eat loads of sandwiches for lunch.
That's what I used to do. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with a sandwich.
In Brazil, that my mom will say, when we take her out and she comes to visit, and she'll say, "This is not food.
Yeah.
This is not
like
lunch.
a snack.
This is a snack.
Yeah.
This is not food." So I quite agree with this. If you eat a very nice, I'm more lunch person. I'll have some dinner, but more lunch.
People are often shocked how much I eat. Like, out of all my friends, I probably eat more than anyone.
I would love to see that.
No, honestly, I eat a lot, but I like volume, so therefore I have to pick something that is nutritionally balanced.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't. If I eat a sandwich, I'm starving. Like an hour later,
Yeah,
I'm starving.
Yeah.
So I like to have
so you're gonna
a big
have
bowl.
what we're gonna have? So a salad.
Yeah,
tonight.
so yeah, chicken quinoa salad. Yep. Nice.
Can't wait for that. That'll be
tasty.
amazing. So we thought about lots of things, everything, pretty much. Isn't it? Menopause, having babies, sex, everything.
Lots of different
horniness and everything. And diet. So, when you are going out, when you go out around Leamington Spa, do you have a go-to restaurant, independent restaurant do you go to?
Yeah, I really like a restaurant called Alma. It's a Turkish restaurant. It's beautiful. Yeah, I just think the vibe and the service, and they're just really lovely family, run restaurants. And yeah, I love that type of place. That's gorgeous. That is one of my favourite restaurants in Leamington.
What is the food there?
So it's like starter, I'll normally have like hummus, pita bread, that type of thing. And then kebab, that type of thing. Lots of couscous, salads, roasted vegetables. My sort of food, really. Yeah, and it's all spiced and flavoured really, really well.
Yeah, I like that. Spices and flavoured is good. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, okay. So the boys will be nearly 10 then. Oh my gosh, so they'll be at school. I would like to have my own coaching business. So it's something that I'm kind of close to doing. I want to reach more people doing what I like to do, which is helping people. But I'm going more of a mindset route, as opposed to, a lot of us know what we should eat, and once you've got your basic understanding of nutrition, but it's not that simple, is it? It's about getting your head in the right place. And it's not something I have cracked completely, because I'm still human. I still struggle with it sometimes.
We all,
but
isn't it?
Yeah, I've learned a lot about the psychology of weight loss and slimming and all of that. So I'd see myself running my own coaching business, whether it's just online or I do miss interacting people face to face.
Yeah, I think you should do both.
Yeah, I do.
Whatever you're going to do, I think you're going to be a success, because you're so good.
And just to be, it sounds really cliche, but just to be happy and the boys be happy, and like my family around me. That's
juggling to be a mom. And like you say, you gave up your career previous the baby, right?
Yeah.
Like I did as well. It's like, too much.
I think the dream is to have that balance, isn't it?
Yeah.
That work-life
And
balance.
when you have good on your mind, I think everybody should work their mental state. So where you come from, everything. If you want to be successful, you need to work your mental state to be there, to get there, 100%. To have the discipline and all that. And also, I think to eat well or to do anything well, I think
it's just prioritising sleep, health, exercise. All those basic things, really, that sometimes get forgotten about.
COVID did help a little bit with that.
Forced people to slow down.
People had to think about, well, actually, I need to be look after myself a little bit more, so I can have a chance to fight this virus or this disease or whatever. I think that makes it.
It's hard, because when you're a mum, you feel guilty if you do something for yourself. You do get guilt, don't you? But actually, it's learning But if you're not okay, your family are not normally okay either. It's like happy wife, happy life, and all of that.
You hear that, Dave? Happy wife, happy life.
Just work-life balance, I think, is the key. When
I married Dave, I said, you want kids? Do you want kids? Okay, fantastic. But we're gonna need to come first. So if we are happy,
the relationship.
If we are happy between us, the kids will follow, because sometimes the family, kids, especially when you have,
it's hard.
Get married, get pregnant, and then the relationship
just mum and dad.
So I think if your mentally state is good, if you go together,
without a doubt.
And everything goes smooth, and the kids will follow around, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said that, but
no, you're right.
I just thought something else. But so what do you say your biggest achievement in everything you do in your life?
Oh, for me, it's without a doubt the boys. Yeah, I never thought I was told I'd never have children naturally. So to now have two,
and healthy,
100%. It's achievement. Perhaps, I don't know if that's the right word, but for me personally, that is my most proud of moment really is the fact that I'm a mum to two gorgeous boys.
Yeah.
That I'm so grateful for science, and they're miracles. Like, to me, they're miracles, and I tell them that nearly every day. So yeah, that's my greatest
so nice
achievement.
having you here.
Oh, thank you so much for having
told your
me.
story, and
I'm not leaving. I'm moving in.
You can. Very happy to live. But it was very nice of you come and do this with us, and come to my kitchen. My
pleasure.
Talking and understand my English, which is very important. That is really good. You understand my English, and thank you so much for coming. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna cook for us.
Okay.
So it's Quinoa.
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 Yeah, just a really tasty.
You say potato. I say tomato. Potato, tomato. But
I like the way you say it better. Let's just say it like that.
Well,
yeah. So nice chicken quinoa salad.
Okay. So can you use a chicken breast or chicken?
Yeah. So I prefer to use chicken breast personally, but obviously like thighs and things are.
Can I swap mine
less
for chicken
expensive.
thighs?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be honest, they tend to be cheaper. So yeah, that's fine. But you can use any protein you want, depending on your budget. It would work. Tuna, anything at all. Vegetarian, obviously you've got your corn and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw on internet as well the people putting salads on pots, and they last like a week. Do you do that? Do you ever do that?
I don't personally, because I love food. So if I make loads of food, I eat it. So for me, that batch prepping doesn't really work that well. But yeah, absolutely, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's not got vodka, guys. I swear. It's
this
tea.
is actually really nice.
It's nice, isn't it? Right, so now we're at the kitchen, and I can smell chicken burning on the grill. So we're gonna do two types. We're gonna do the chicken breast, like you said.
Yeah.
She's already marinated the chicken. Look at this. The chicken breast a bit cut in half, a bit thinner on the pan, which would be good. And our pan is already burning here. So let's put this on, and then up to you now.
So I like to cook with 1 calorie spray, just because obviously it is really low calorie. It's good to let it go clear before you actually put the chicken in.
Right.
So the chicken, as you said, has been marinated in
garlic,
salt, pepper, tiny bit of olive oil.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Very bit. You're right.
Don't you just love that sizzle noise?
Yeah, I do. Really nice.
So with quinoa, I like to cook it in boiling water, but then I'll also add some chicken stock, because it just gives it a little bit more flavour.
Yeah.
So just bring it to the boil and then let it simmer.
How many people feed that?
This will be okay for like 3 to 4 people, or like you said earlier, you could batch cook.
Yeah.
Get that out, and then if you've got a little,
Or
you can batch cook for your lunches for a few days.
Oh, I see. Put a bit of olive oil, about 50 ml of olive oil. Right. I put
Balsamic vinegar.
About 2-3 spoons.
I love balsamic vinegar.
Me too.
I love it.
Love them. Yeah, what you call
Tangy.
Right, and then I put a spoon of honey. Just a spoon full of sugar. Let the medicine go down. I put cream, but this is the lactose free. You can have soya, you can have any other type.
Yeah,
your chicken.
Just gonna do the chicken.
So then you put that in.
I've never seen a dressing like that.
Now I'm gonna put a bit of salt. Raw garlic goes. I put about 2 cloves. Little one, right?
So you eat it raw?
Raw garlic is such a good thing for you. Well,
That was so quick.
That is a salad sauce.
Wow.
This is our salad. What we got here?
So any type of leaf, that's the crunchy salad, that's classed as, that's what we call it.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting things like onion, tomatoes, a cucumber. We've got some capers.
I said I'm gonna do for you Italian salad, which is one of my favorite too.
Amazing.
So people can do optional. If I don't want to have this normal salad, I'm just want to vary. Oh, have this yesterday, I'm gonna have something else. So it's very easy to do a posh salad, pretend posh, you know? Like you can do a carpaccio with so many different things. You can do with raw meat, or you can do with cooked meat, or anything you have in the fridge would be good. So I have here, I bought Parma ham, but you can do with any other thing, other cooked meat or uncooked meat.
Shall I start putting that into that?
Shall we do it? So let's do it. And I'll do my salad in a bit. Now chicken is ready. Grab a chopping board and cut in chunks. In our large salad bowl that we already have, you're gonna add the chopped tomatoes, chopped cucumbers, sweet corn, red onions, and whatever vegetables you have in the fridge. Go for it. Be creative. Now for the carpaccio, spread the Parma ham in a wood chopping board, or it can be on a plate, a bag of rock salad, and now we're gonna add the chopped cherry tomatoes, capes, slice of strawberries, Parmesan cheese, splash of balsamic, salt flakes, a drizzle of honey, and black pepper if you wish.
Actually, that strawberry's amazing.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it, and I catch you in the next episode of Bia's Kitchen Show. Bye!